Luale of the Cosmas, Secretary Publicity Gulu District. You know, Opal Odiro, Regular District. And particular Mapol, Yum Matek, Kitbak Gamente, Payanaram Ticater, Kijomuteki, Carmo O, Sedondo, but la diet Tanga Doik, Electoral Commission, Kidmakater, Querisha Macan, Deeper Doctor Oyat Freddy, bring water. You quan you wake line, kit ma chick yeli you madam, your pecubera berry line. Kiter water with table. Mabbe potter, Chava Chilin, what you go to your wing. Man made for my chin, mammy, bought Gamente, pa NRM. Mario, I legani memoranda and mom can my berry a ping in Northern Can. Mere Kitio, Todwong, Meteki berry secretariat. And particular my pool, yeli enemy, welcome with. Zenda isu ite mokate obedo mege ite mi eneni miero betcho miero wa ye la cho eni o cher chung pe lo dir muteki même parlement pa wala passion man ba ki yek ma ruwa 221 ki wati dano duccu may bi cher ka tela pa jo muteki me be MP miero ti tamachiel ma ka bij kama ka bij tum wekila wuri Lutuale in a lobo chique, new chica Jumoti, Premier, Ketley, Betty in writing, Kikari Church. Look, Mama, look, the dog I can, Karuani. And I'm going to do the Moko lock, the Moko lock, and do tomb. And particular Mapola before and I can and one Jumokene, put one a Lego one, Jomo, Lao, Coramosa, West Nile, Kiwana Chuli. Mere look, Kieke, near Kieke, and Marero down, take a look Kieke. Kilo balana pe kilo papola fui matek ro ba met wugum
ame ba fo won luare me noya luani Cecilia pobo mulare ana tika lokir enim atika like 1 month don ka watelo tela kerke waiki telo sizona chieli ka watelo miar wa yueyu kombeti wan ki noya watika ngeyo Dr. Oyat Freddy ma watika ngeyo ne in megu ko de bion ka dide yeni ning iberu kwene kong chen ma pe chao wa ki Paris ngola ni tupi wan wa me wa nge dano ma o chao wa ki Paris para o kere we sub country donyo we district anyone watika ngeyo ne in wan pu wa ngi itika wachini initi noya ka kwene meti yeni kumberi waka chweri eni ti noya ini pe noya iti kwene ibini vole wani ti noya kuni pe noya luani Cecilia pobo.
Dear our listeners, the Elders League, the Older Persons Organization in Northern Uganda, my name is Dr. Freddy Oyat. I am an aspirant to be the Member of Parliament for older person in Northern Uganda. I salute all of you and I wish you long life and a good stay. Today, I undertook my nomination for the purpose of running for the primary election for the NRM party scheduled for the national conference, which will take place sometimes in August. This morning, my nomination was blessed with a gentle showers, and I thank the Lord for it. I also would like to thank the magnificent organization that we saw at the party's headquarters, under the leadership of our Secretary General, the Right Honorable Richard Todwong. I would also like to thank our party chairperson for this magnificent organization and for leading this mighty party, which we believe is going to lead Uganda into the next generation. I also would like to thank the chairperson of the NRM Electoral Commission, Dr. Tanga Odoi, for the wonderful job that he's doing on behalf of the mighty NRM party. Ladies and gentlemen, I have come into this because in this time that we are in, we need a leadership for the older person who is dependable, who is consistent, who is reliable, and who is omnipresent. I believe that if we can find a leadership with those qualities, then we will be truly offering hope and a long life for our people, especially the elderly people. Our people consist of vulnerable groups. Some of them are sick. Some of them are living in squalid conditions. Some of them are living under the harsh vagary of the weathers. And some are going hungry. The type of leadership that I shall offer should meet some of these qualities that I have mentioned. I would like to be a true representative, a member of parliament who will listen to the problems of the older person, a member of parliament who will go and come back and consult with the elderly person, a member of parliament who is accountable and who is able to handhold the older person to access government programs. The NRM party has beautiful, consistent, and important program for the party. Unfortunately, the leaders who should handhold our elderly persons are not forthcoming. I believe that when I'm given this opportunity, I should be in a position to deliver the goods, to deliver the services that the government is offering. Not only that, I am coming into this because I would like to offer my own program to the older persons in northern Uganda. Longevity requires that you must be healthy. The first thing that we must be looking for in our elderly person is their health. This is the reason why I am coming up first with a medical outreach for the elderly person in northern Uganda. The medical outreach for the elderly person in northern Uganda will run from Karamojo, Lao, Acholi, and West Nile district, offering basic medical services to the elderly. And these medical services will be free. We shall offer it, and we are going to launch it very soon. We shall offer it in conjunction with Uganda Medical Association in Acholi district and in the whole of Uganda. The reason why we have to focus on the health of our people is that without a long life, without a healthy life, even if you eat good food, you are not going to make it. Even if you sleep in a decent accommodation, if you are not healthy, you are not going to make it. I just said this morning that we are the pillars. The older persons are the pillars of this country. The older persons have got responsibilities that we cannot run away from. This responsibility requires that we must be healthy, that we must have long life, and I believe that working together with my fellow elderly person, we should be able to achieve this objective, and we should be able to make them feel at home. We should be able to make them fulfill their wishes which they have for their individual families and for the collective families of the elderly in northern Uganda. Finally, I would like to talk about this very important issue of the elderly person of the representation of the older persons in Parliament. There was something called, or something I would refer to as the Arua Declaration. The Arua Declaration was made in 2021 when our incumbent MP was elected. And at that meeting, it was agreed at once, unanimously, that there will be, or there shall be, a term limit for any elderly person, for any older person who is going into Parliament. And that term limit is 1 term. We have agreed, and we have agreed as elders, that each person going to contest must know that getting into Parliament is not going to be multiple times. It is going to be 1 term for the older person. And this we have to adhere to. Any person, any sector, or any group which are pushing against this declaration should know that they are not speaking for the elders in good faith. If we do not, if we throw away this term limit, it means we are bringing in this is a recipe for disaster for the elders. Because if one person can go for 10 years or 15 years, let's say from the Acholi sub-region, then what is going to happen to Lao sub-region? What is going to happen to Karamoja sub-region? And eventually, we will find that we are in chaos. This is those who are calling for someone to go for a 2nd term in Parliament, for the elderly member of Parliament or for the older person. These are people who are calling for disasters. These are people who are calling for chaos into the system. And this will mean, secondly, it will mean that it is only those who are the rich or who are the educated who are going to monopolize. What we do not want is a monopoly of the system. So I strongly believe that even myself, if I were to be elected, I promise that I will serve for 1 term and leave it to another person. Because there is nothing that cannot be continued by another person coming at the next term. I cannot do, even if you send me, I'm not going to do everything that the elders want, but I believe that the person coming after me will be able to carry on in good faith for the elders. This question of rotation is again important because we have to give chance to Acholi sub-region, and in the last meeting it was agreed that the next member of Parliament would come from the Acholi sub-region. And I would like to think that the next member of Parliament coming from the Acholi sub-region should be something that we should all accept, because this is a sign of unity, this is a sign of maturity, and this is what we need to do as elders to show that we are organized, we are the leaders, and we can be trusted. This is a question of character. So I would like to reaffirm my position that whoever is going to be elected should know that he's going there for 1 term, and whoever is going to be elected, the voters, I'm calling upon our voters to understand that this rotation is good, this rotation is orderly, this rotation will make everybody feel okay. Finally, I would like to speak as the chairperson, as one of the chairpersons of the elderly leagues in the districts of Uganda. After consultation with a number of chairpersons at our level in the 47 districts that we have now, we have agreed unanimously. We have agreed unanimously that this time the NRM presidential candidate must score over 90% of the vote. We have also agreed unanimously that we would like to reaffirm our position that the Secretary General of the party, the Right Honorable Todwong, should be given the support, and we reaffirm our position that with Todwong there is no change. We would like the leadership of the Secretary General to be recognized as we move along with him for the good work that he's doing. I thank you very much.